It's a plant towards the B side, and Zelsis is ready to take contact. Paranoia actually ended up hitting onto the drone, and Zelsis emerges. First blood struck for Sentinels. But Verno knows something's afoot here over in that corner. Some action here. Shenom had to have flicked that. He was not ready on the line. John pops up for one here on this B side of the map now. Still 3 up for MiBR. Make it 2. It's up to the bromance duo, Aspas and Verno, to get themselves out of this, but they're both very low. Less than 50 points of health combined. They're going to go for it off a timing. Bang is ready for them though.
Multiple players from MiBR ready to fight towards A if necessary. It's just going to be Bang teleporting across. Cortezia fully blinded. Intuition.
5-0.
Spray.
Bang's off to an absolute roaring start here, and there's no more resistance left at A for MiBR. They get rifles in their hands and instantly have 2 of them stripped.
This round is as good as done. Those are upgraded rifles recovered as well by Sentinels.
Spike planted.
What a bonus. It's just done. Time to save for MiBR. Bonus round won immediately just by Bang all alone. Has been such a star for Sentinels.
And it looks like MiBR had an idea with that sort of guided salvo they sent over towards that A side that Bang wouldn't be as far forward as he was. That's another rifle down. The clone crossed there, but knew that it was a fake.
It's the one man with a hero rifle for MiBR. Zekin finds the first on to Verno, and with all of these smokes obscuring his view, Aspas just cannot even find a moment to have impact on the round.
There's a rifle. Dropped, needs to be recovered. Looks like Shenom was able to get in amidst the cover of the poison orb, at least get that rifle in hand. He's going to have to make good use of it though, because Zekin is tearing them limb from limb. He has to hear this, surely. Cortezia trying to get his way up the slope. Shenom does finally employ that rifle.
Cortezia has just picked one up as well, so decent enough weaponry. Transfer from Zekin into the ace.
Gate crash set up so Zekin can rejoin the rest of the team over towards the mound side of the map. Here
stun.
comes the Upeer, and he almost Shenom Artazine chopped down effortlessly. And now, Zekin can just watch the flank here.
That is some John Cutie cinema if I've ever seen it. That is the perfect fault line set up from Zekin. And this is exactly, it feels how the other round for MiBR started. We're 5 seconds in, they've lost 2 players. All right, time to save. And SEN, they've got enough money to go hunt. So MiBR need to be very careful.
That glass cannon op is absolutely pointless in this retake. So yeah, 3-gun save, no surprise. Narrate is going hunting. Aspas and Verno are just ahead. Enough of him, but Cortezia is able to dig Zelsis out here over on this B side. Keeping a lid on this burgeoning economy of the Sentinels, but what MiBR really need now is to get on the board properly. Oh, that's the op dropped.
Easy for SEN to get into these sites. Oh, lovely shot from Aspas. This is a moment where MiBR can now actually play for a 5-on-4 retake, try and get their first round win.
They've got the death ball set up now when Sentinels are on a timer. They get to plant. Pretty slow about it too, because they are expecting this push from behind. Guardian in Aspas's hands, not quite enough to get the job done now. John, affected by the paranoia, still wants to try and take an engagement. Narrate flanks him, but Cortezia and Verno do get some results here towards Mound. Now, surely, the pinch comes in from Halls. It's just Zekin. As Narrate falls, has to go massive again, but my God, he's already done so today. Up to 12 kills. Still no spike plant, and MiBR no better than to poke the sleeping giant.
This is the last player you want to take a gun duel against, so why not just spam him when he can't even see you? Back and spawn to teleport away if he's pressured.
MiBR have no info. They've got to go get info at Mound, but Zekin just got more than he needed, more than he could have asked for. Shenom is able to recover things there, but that's the lion's share of the heavy hitters from MiBR already downed. Now the remainders have to get it together here on A as Sentinels hit the site with a player advantage.
Artin is trying to get in backside, wanting to be a hero, wanting to take the fight to them. He just can't. That jump peek was lovely.
Cortezia's looked fantastic this game. He needs to do more. Viper's Pit now deployed. Cortezia Paranoia in, TP to the other side of it. It's beautiful! What a play, but still only good for 1. Now it's on Shenom. Into the pit. Head first into the fog, and John QT.
Hit where Artin is fully entrenched.
Fault line. Ideally buys a bit of time. Zekin definitely affected by it. Here comes the rolling thunder though. Artazine is about to feel the heat, and every Zekin always seems to be on the correct side of the kill feed.
Bang with a second, shuts down Aspas. Time is dwindling, and there's an Armageddon left for Verno.
They've got to kill Cortezia, but that Armageddon could be a problem, and Verno has come to the rescue. Spike is down, but John is now in a 1 versus 2. Fault line has just come back online for the breach. Cortezia a little bit low. Gotta respect the salvos, and at some point MiBR will have to wager something to get this defuse. Fault line hits.
Just teasing in the corner with the drone. Shen, perfect timing. Oh my god, gets a second onto Bang before the fault line can even connect.
Sick fault line from Artazine though. That set up the kill for Shenum all too easy. Now, things get awkward for Sentinels. Already, a contingency is being worked on by Zelsis, but he finds himself all alone.
That is MiBR, and Shenum specifically getting a surge of confidence. Perfect timing on that swing from him.
So much has been predicated by the breach util on this map already. John has been instrumental in setting up Bang, setting up Zekken. We just saw the same from Artazine. Who now additionally has a Rolling Thunder to spend in these last 2 rounds of the half.
MiBR, they did not need to use a single ult into this round. They're going to retain them all for the next buy, and they should be getting to 3 unless Zelsis can make a genuine miracle happen. The last time these 2 teams faced off on Lotus, Zelsis was the easy MVP. His Vice was really phenomenal. SEN have pivoted away from that, however, and they've really been unable to replicate the early success on this map that they had at the beginning of the year, and it's just that easy. That was us crossing and playing awful for one way.
Oh my goodness, Zekken's good for an early fight. Is there more to be gotten here? You better believe it. Make that 19 frags in 10 rounds for those keeping track at home, and a dimensional drift now gets Zekken right where he needs to be. Sees Verno solo. He's got to get out of there. It's dangerous now when Halls. Verno's going to try and cross, but the spam is too much. He's utterly overwhelmed. A foothold here for Artazine, Wyatt, but it's a long shot.
Yeah, he catches Zekken, but ultimately, does that even matter? They can try to go into this 2 versus 4, see if they can find another kill. They've still got enough money to buy again.
I think they found Artazine. Playing up by Waterfall. Fault line here maybe to try and play Shenum in, but there is a poison orb up at the moment. Aftershock now, a bit of space here for MiBR. Now they've got to scale through this smoke at some point. It's going to be a flash that gets them there. Zelsis, though, on the move, has to back away. Shenum deals with Bang. Now an aftershock from the attackers. John trying to deny any sort of defuse, but Shenum is fighting. He's hungry, drooling for an engagement. And John will give it to him. Not the way he would have liked. Okay, Bang, can he get out of there? Yes, that's not the old-fashioned way, though.
How does he get a kill? How is he allowed to go 1 for 1?
On an ulting Aspas, of all things. Last round of the half starts pretty well for Sentinels, but Verno might have other things to say. The one-way's in place, and he tries to play off of it.
Oh, what a great ult from Artazine to retain this space to support Verno. Now find the advantage, and they can just back away. Wait for that fault line and the guiding salvos to cycle back up, play for a 4 versus 3 retake. But Artazine is trying to being so close, and Narrate punishes him to the max.
He just earned his Armageddon as well. Narrate now has that crucial ultimate online. For info, there's no other safe way for him to get it, and he'd give himself away in doing so. Bam!
Oh, what a rapid shot from John. Look at this. Gets the orb, is going to get the plant, and have his Rolling Thunder in the 3 versus 2.
Ah, yes. Verno and Cortesia, incredible rookies, but now have to face 2 of the most powerful ultimates in Valorant. Cortesia probably wants to get to the site pretty quick. He assumes SEN have vacated it. Now he sees the spike location. It's confirmed. He has to push up and take a fight. Narrate's not watching the cross right now. A little awkward for Zelsis, but man, he's good for it anyway. And there's a Rolling Thunder. Verno affected by it now in the 1 versus 3. A veritable firing squad waiting for him, and Sentinels have that post-plant util. First the salvos. Forces Verno away. Next, the Armageddon. No, fault line will do it. Paranoia, fault line now. John might want to play off this, but Artazine was wholly unaffected. Chance to reload now, and here comes the fight. Artazine deals with Zelsis, almost too quick to see.
Those are some excellent salvos coming in from Verno.
Make the space for Artazine. He's now occupied and pushing up into upper.
Pushed all the way through, trying to wrap to Waterfall. Artazine close up, shotgun at Baby Door.
Narrate, he's ready for it. He does take a hit, but he gets in. Baby Door control secured now. Center on the side, but Verno was on a backstab angle that John is all too ready for. Extrasensory hits perception, and that's a key kill. SEN back on the board, rumbling back into control.
Tucked so close up against the Stinger. This is dangerous. Can he get one? No, he can't. This is such an awkward fight, but Zelsis is there to help.
Bailed out by Big Bro, 100%. Now you can maybe double swing into this trade it. Try and get some judge value. Zelsis has to be careful. Paranoia hits, so he has to play closer to the door than otherwise. Now he'll peel off the angle a bit and wait. Shenum is in D, but the spike is still waiting to get into Baby Door, and now they can access it. Walk up for the clone. That confirms the presence of MiBR now heading to B again.
Will they expect Bang to have pushed out and wrapped all the way
so
around?
quick.
No, it just doesn't look like it. Free kill onto Shenum, and now isolated in the site is Verno.
And what of Cortesia? He's in Baby Door, can try and play off this, but from every angle there's a SEN player. And then Cortesia's here now. Smoke there, TP, but no paranoia to play off of it. A smoke in his face.
Not an ideal buy, but they do not want SEN to get to 12, but Zekin has other ideas. He is unstoppable, man.
And that's one of your bigger controllers off the map already. Hitting this site could be tricky. Bang catches Shenum. That's over to the A side of the map. So now confirmation that this is a real deal hit over towards C. Aspas is trying to trend forwards here, but SEN are just going to give it up for now. They know that Verno has an Armageddon.
How on earth can MiBR possibly win this 3 versus 5? Narrate has an Armageddon of his own. John has a full kit. Fault line is coming in. Zekin is getting the info.
There's a SEN Armageddon coming in, and Artazine can't quite get out alive. Aspas can't see a damn thing. And taking candy from a baby, and Verno is in the 1v5. MiBR bleed their economy just to have a competitive round, and it looks anything but fast lane and not commit just yet. Great dodge of the Rolling Thunder by the way, and Bang is ready for Aspas. He has been shut down, neutralized entirely over the course of this game, but Artazine chooses his spot well.
Wow, just a little awkward, but the movement was Bang there. Typically so good for those anchoring kills. Narrate swings in, does get a free one of the darts in, but the trades are instantaneous.
Zekin now awkward.
Quickly, they can actually get onto him. He is stunned and weak.
And there might not be anywhere to go here. John has to be careful. Has a Rolling Thunder, so might want to set up for a flood retake, but look at Celsius, he stayed alive. He stayed alive! And he gets the spike loose. That's a backbreaker. Now Aspas has to deal with him, and he can. But there's more where that came from Sentinels, plus that Rolling Thunder still.
I love how Celsius played that, realizing that all he needed to do there was be a nuisance by living, playing within his own smoke, drawing attention from MiBR.
Rolling Thunder comes in, Aspas is very, very low, and in comes Zekin now. Flash to tree, wants to check it out, finds one, but Aspas at 3 health is giving a good account of himself. Bangdo knows a strong wind would have blown him over, and he converts, it's up to Shenum.
I don't think he saw Shenum. They're not aware, but now they certainly are as the door is tapped.
10 seconds left.
Shenum now has to fight the 1v3, and it's not to be! For the first time this stage, Sentinels take Lotus, the map pick of MiBR. Undefeated, but against some weaker teams. We'll start the pistol with Aspas immediately taking an engagement here against John. And the B-side's already open for young and old.
Oh, that was dangerous for a second, but Zekin is able to find Shenum. Not before he does a significant amount of damage, however. Zekin, somewhat weak. Celsius, very low, susceptible to even just a single shot. Aspas wants to press forward, but is punished for it by the double swing.
Again, no better way to shut down a star player than to overload him. This now puts SEN at a player advantage, and they're slowly encroaching their control of Heaven. Cortesia playing a bit further forward towards B main to try and cut Zekin off. It's going to be a battle of shooters on that part of the map. SEN will want a way into the B site, and Zekin might use this commotion to do so. Look at the timing he's found! Cortesia not sticking around quite long enough. Verno takes a tap to the shoulder here as Sentinels are going to get about it now. Verno and Artazine have to dig in now. Time is short, but Sentinels have the numbers to spend. Here's a tap. Zekin gets ahead of it though. The disposal. Delsus maybe had a timing. Opts not to take advantage. Aspas out in front though with the Sheriff claims one. John's about to get busy. Tries to flick. No good. Right click though is right there. And Bang and Zekin now have to try and recover, but perfect util from Verno. Sets Zekin off kilter. And it's Bang's Bulldog that needs to bark and bite in equal measure now.
Does have a couple weak players to get easy kills against. One of them was Cortesia.
Shenum gets clear of that paranoia. Bang instrumental for the SEN team so far in their run to playoffs. Yeah, obviously, good point. SEN often going up ahead in these first halves. There's Bang with a spray. Aspas down. What a beautiful second though. Stunned up by Artazine, still able to deal with the breach. And there's John. This is looking a lot cleaner for Sentinels now, as Zelsis will be on this angle and sees the barrel first. Still isn't able to win the fight.
Narrate just knows he needs to live here. The good decision from him. He's not trying to take the engagement. He's letting Shenum come to him, but it doesn't matter.
Spike. It is loose. John QT studiously watching this push from A main in order to recover it, and Verno just has a free haircut handed out. Reverse Mohawk though, sorry mate, you can't choose. Shenum at 16. Gun barrel protruding. To be here outside of selling stuff. He's going to smoke that heaven side. TP to A. Zekin. Zekin! Oh, he's not aware! Cortesia gets to appear in his midst and take him down.
10 seconds.
That was Bang also trying to get some info. Doesn't confirm Shenom's position. And that Armageddon's going to make this painful. Dying seconds of the round. Plant secure for Cortesia. 3 up now for MiBR, and we're even in numbers. It's an Armageddon for screen. This is a scary prospect, and John had nowhere to go. Forward, back, it doesn't matter. Zelsa's down to the Tejo ultimate. And all of a sudden, things have turned awful quick against Sentinels.
Bang into the 1 versus 3. Has so much to clear towards ramp. Working slowly, time is dwindling. At the moment, Verno doesn't have any more utility to throw down, but that salvos even just cycle up as I'm saying that. Next to impossible.
They know.
Bang.
Bang gets his 1. Robert John spots it out early. Here comes the util flood. John affected by the fault line now, but the salvos come down. It's the rate. What? 2 with the aftershock. Ah, yes. All about that gunplay, folks. A lot of util eliminations here for SEN, but they're still cut down to 3. Zekin's patience, though, pays dividends. He shut down that A presence, and now Verno doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, seems like he's just going to try to double back over towards B. Main just yet.
Rolling Thunder comes in. Aspas first to the site now. There's John, who just can't hang in that door. The deck is stacked against him. But Zekin's looking for a royal flush here from this high ground. It'll take the 1. Bang! What an anchor, man! The guy just can't be shifted. Zekin, okay, shorty action, fair enough. What a round. I tell you what.
Cortesia wants to get that control of B main. He's got it alone. Oh, what a first kill for Artson to find.
Uncharacteristic.
To accelerate into B heaven, though, and I love this reposition for Bang. If he kills Cortesia here, Sen are in a great position.
The Tejo Breach are also out on the B side, but as they move, it's Arzine with yet another one. There's Bang. He's always in such a ratty spot. And Narrate's found 2. That should be enough to slow MiBR up and even the odds. Swing. Shenom is sharp, man. Sharp as they come. But now Zekin at 11 and 3. Oh. Cannot convert. Just a couple players here. The whole kit and caboodle for MiBR have been deployed to the B side of the map, and Nezarate dropping down, not too shabby. Aspas defeated by the high-low setup, and Bang gets in behind them. There's no way Verno's going to be ready for this. Bang has the timing, he has his moment, he has a window, and a bullet with Verno's name on it. Cortesia too low to stand. And now Shenom, star player for this MiBR outfit, has to play 2 separate angles.
Quickly, this is a situation where, yeah, Bang just needs to get out, but he can't. He stays in and he gets his. No one can even trade.
He TP'd forward. Trying to get past that, it takes Aspas down. And now the momentum's definitely been slowed up. MiBR need to make a way in. Nice little special delivery, and John is dishing it out. The stall plus the aftershock leaves MiBR in absolute bloody shambles with no time left. Verno's been in this position before.
He's just pushing all the way out of A, gets all of the information as to the fact that MiBR, yeah, they are for real splitting B, and everyone can stack up to stop them.
Special delivery does force John away, but Bang is going to do his thing, because only Bang can. The timing of that was pretty bloody good, wasn't it? That slows things down. Cortesia has the TP forward, and Narrate says, I don't think so. Not today. They've made sound on the other side of that. There's the gate crash. No! What? How does he win those?
That is so flattening.
Okay.
What a tragedy.
The best player from MiBR loses his nerve at the most important moment. There's Aspas, though, steps up in his wake. Important pick with the Sheriff, but SEN are crawling over this B side.
Artson has his full kit right now to try and get back into this site.
Seconds low, John stunned up. Here's the aftershock. Second tries to tuck from it, and he can avoid the blasts. 30 seconds. Bang giving it a tap.
30 seconds left.
Plant down, and oh, Zekin! Aspas descends upon him there. Just lands on him, cleans him up, but all of a sudden MiBR are hitting. It's up to Zelsis. Salvos come in, Zekin and Bang takes a bunch of damage and still is able to win the fight on the move, no less.
Down to 1 HP, Shenom able, well, all right, the headshot, that's a bit of overkill, buddy. But he finds the trade nonetheless.
John wins out that fight as well without taking any damage. That is so big. Aspas, on the glass cannon op, has to find a way to put it to use.
Has the Blade Storm already too, by the way, Shenom.
Bro.
What a standout today.
The spike is off to Shenom's left. This is very dangerous now for Sentinels, who have no util to speak of.
30 seconds left.
None.
Shenom doesn't have to do a thing. He can let Aspas
Last player standing.
Oh, easy.
And by the way, they've got an op. You just discovered that little tragic fact.
Yep, the other shoe dropped at the worst time for SEN.
John, left alone, saving the rifle, doesn't have
10 seconds
a
left.
single dollar to. First time in this situation where Ospas has the op on a retake. This is going to be difficult and man disadvantage. Second, what a timing! He can't collect onto Verno, but no one from MiBR was in position to swing.
Big damage, Sentinel going to be flashed. Aspas, though, dives in and takes one for the team. Zekin is down. And Bang is very, very low. It's just the Stinger quartet left for Sentinels now, and Narrate is trying to let those shots ring out across the map.
Oh, and a low HP Bang was just forced out into the open. The clock is getting so low, though. MiBR, they haven't even really scaled into the site yet.
Cortesia down. Verno is very, very low. This is so dangerous as Aspas tries to get in there. And Narrate's the last one standing. Has he done enough for Sentinels? The answer is yes.
Celsius is just biding his time, takes the first engagement, just decides to live. He's going to just bide his time.
He's a rat! Emerges now for a spray. Cortesia eats it! And somehow Celsius gets away with more. He's done so much from here when he was looking to reach even further. But that likely will be enough. That operator got recovered. Aspas invested in it, and Zekin will be the one that profits. Bang is patient. King of the off angle, they say, but Cortesia bests him.
It just swings a little wider than Bang expected. He had his crosshair placed for the jiggle peak, and it just did not end up working out.
No heaven presence, though, for MiBR. And oh, buddy! Someone's starting to get a bit more comfortable now.
Celsius just wants to go for the quiet read. Time to jump. Zekin's going to send in that gate crash backside. Try to get the clone out, try to get a flash. He's going to go in, committed while stunned.
Oh, the double flash is good! Aspas gets away, Verno not quite so lucky. Shorty in hand, but John can handle it himself, apparently. Just enough time for a plant. Narrate going to sit on an aftershock here as well, which will delay a flood that comes in, but Zekin will be instrumental. He's trying to wrap, he's leaving. Narrate on his own for the time being, and oh, the timing is good! Shenum is down, Narrate holds his own, and the House of Cards come crumbling down.
Stick around.
Zekin got in the back corner. Cortesia knows it, but now the Rolling Thunder's going to come in. He's going to be forced away. Zekin once more. He's hungry, and Cortesia served up like a snack. John will wait in the drop. Sees Artazine step out into the easy take for the veteran. Will be a trade. Verno gets involved, but Zekin at long range is just too good, and this lightly armored, straggling squad of MiBR once again are put to the sword.
Center trying to get some presence over towards heaven, but the time is really dwindling. Ospas' backside, sure, they get Shenum. Instant trade from Verno. Things are looking good for MiBR right now. Great Armageddon time.
This is going to make you dance, that's for sure. Armageddon in heaven now forces Narrate into drop. Sees Cortesia coming. There's no time to pivot across to another site. We're essentially
10 seconds left.
looking at a save now. Narrate with a kill on the way out. Hang about.
Player standing.
Thought about it for just a moment, but Verno deals with Celsius. And that'll be all she wrote on round number 20, folks.
Axe screens a bit out in the open. John sends out the stun to delay. Ospas has to retreat.
Great special delivery. That stops Aspas from trying to play off that out of screens. Here's Artazine, though. It doesn't matter. These guys are shooters. Another timing moment, though, is Zekin's in between them in heaven.
John just got the orb to get his Armageddon, but Ospas shuts down the duelists of Sentinels.
Celsius is so important
There
to
are
this round.
20 seconds left, and they're just getting up mid right now.
Spike is still in the middle part of the map. The kills are coming in, though, but now to pivot towards B. The strongest site here for MiBR, and Cortesia is going to try and stop
Thunder
them.
is going to stop them from Artzin.
Narrate hit by it, Bang trying to drop down. Spike is trying to get there, and it's not going to happen. Narrate has it knocked loose, and everything falls apart for Sentinels.
From SEN taking space into spawn.
Great stall. So they've got some safety in CT, but here's about to get hot and heavy. Aspas, trade taken by John, swings out with the Stinger, getting low. Riddle with bullets through the box, but it's going to be Bang coming alive. Just he and Narrator left. There might be a use case for the Rolling Thunder after all as Artazine drops. Numbers are even. Verno got it to half, and Narrator's lining it up. He's got to stop this. The defuse for Verno. It's happening.
Oh my god. He's got to go 1-for-1 here.
He's walking up on this. Shorty pulled out. Only Aspas would go for this kind of play, and only he'd make it work. It's only good for one, though. Zelsa's very quickly gets his. Shenum here might just take a timing out of screens. You better believe he's considering it. And there it is. Zekin is waiting for him. Now SEN, in the dying moments of the round, have a big player advantage. It's up to Artazine and Cortesia to salvage.
And even at that, Bang is flanked behind them.
He'll have a timing. Bang, it's always him. And Cortesia tried to come alive in this second half for this MiBR squad, but now you're asking all too much of the guy, surely. Zekin dealt with, and the period put on the sentence. Sentinels will advance to our grand finals with a map advantage.